Hey everyone, welcome back to All the Mods 9. So last episode we started on a little bit of Britannia, and in between I've done a little bit of automation and just stepped ourselves through a little bit further. Let's go and dispatch this guy over here. See ya. Alright, so you can see here I've got some things happening. I ended up working out the drawer, the ender drawer. You need this thing here. Sneak and right click. So there is a process to getting it to link to one of these guys. And I think pretty sure you shift and right click on the drawer and it links to that frequency, similar to linking it to a storage controller. So I've done that, and I now have coal. And I'll show you up in the base later. I've literally just put a pipe or something, whatever it was, between. I think it's a pipe. There's been so many things. Between the normal storage drawer I had for coal, and it's just outputting to here. It's got 8,500. That's a lot, but I'm not too super worried about how much coal's in here. We'll be okay. And this thing is just burning through. I made a couple more flowers. I could probably do with some more. We're getting reasonably. Well, it's probably about halfway now, isn't it? Let's see. My quarry isn't like that. It's not the button I want. The create quarry isn't quite doing what I want. It does have some, I don't know, maybe there's something broken on it for me. It doesn't quite complete, and I have to go in there and manually, that's hence why I've got the crank in my hand. I have to go in there and manually wind it to the next step. So it's not super foolproof. It could have just been the way I placed it down. It is the right direction as per the video in the last episode, but it's not quite working for me the way I want it to. I've automated living rock and living wood logs. Underneath here is obviously the flower. Ooh, let me just pop down. Oh, come on, the pure daisy is under in there. And then I've got these constructors. Now, these constructors for the wood side are just putting fir logs in. This one here is putting stone. I thought I had that all set up to make stone, but I may not have. They probably need some crafting upgrades in these guys down here. I thought I'd made some, but anyway. That's what Thought did. But this guy will put stone in here, and then in the middle we've got the detector set up to output a signal when it's under 64 living rock. And that, when you place just the detector down, it will only output the redstone signal to these four. 1, 2, 3, 4. The compass star sort of thing. To get these corner ones, I've ended up using some immersive engineering wire here. So this one here is set to input. These ones are set to output. So when that's on, it will send that signal out to these corner ones, and they will break. So these will only fire when redstone is high. So if we take some wood out, and I've got 32 set up in here, let's just take some out. You'll see them break and replace the logs in, and it'll keep going until we've got enough in the system. I'm just going to pop these guys back in here. And it will always hold some in this space. I don't need them on me at the moment. No, I need to hold on to that. You can go away. You can go away. And you. Cool. Maybe they're redstone. All right. So we were working through. Ooh, I haven't opened the quest book yet. We were working through the Britannia quest line. Now, I've got a lot of mana there. It's a bit over half a pool. I'm going to need that to make some Terrasteel. Dropping down here to Britannia. So I made the terrestrial agglomeration plate, which, if you guys remember, needed each of the runes and then a block of mana steel and some lapis. So made that guy, and then that needs to be placed on top of this little setup here. So 4 blocks of lapis, 5 blocks of living rock. I pop that on top, and I've got a spark here. I'm pretty sure this is set up ready to go. But next thing I need to do is get the 3 items to make some Terrasteel. Now, what I've done with mana steel, and if you if I open this up and type in mana, we've got quite a bit, because we now have mana steel essence. So to make Manasteel essence, it's just it was 4 pieces of Manasteel. So if I go recipes on this guy, Manasteel essence, Manasteel seeds is just 4 Manasteel, some tertium, and prosperity seeds. Pretty straightforward. So I've got that set up down in the basement, and we are producing Manasteel. If I go Terrasteel, you will see, wherever it is, that there's an essence for that too. So if I want to make Terrasteel essence, I'm going to need 4 ingots, but it's going to be the best 4 ingots I spent, because once I've got the seeds and I've got this stuff, we can make Terrasteel ingots. So nice and simple. That was a mob then. But let's make... Oh, and the other thing I did was get some botany pots and pop our Botania flowers in order of colour, so that we had the ability to get flowers without having to do too much shenanigans with floral fertiliser, etc. to get this underway. Ooh, do you have a build request? Yes, you do. Alright, so what do we need for this? Let's open our quest book again. Let's pop this quest. Nice. And then there's a bunch of things down here about bands and aura and all sorts of things. What I want to do is make Terrasteel. So, we've got, see it says, need to use sparks. Making Terrasteel on a terrestrial agglomeration plate. Is there other ways? Arc furnace recipe, apparently. Oh yeah, melting stuff down. Yeah, nothing too exciting. So we need a mana pearl, a mana diamond, and mana steel. A couple of mana pearls then. I type in... let me just grab a couple of these. If I type in the word mana... Yep, don't have any mana. Don't have any mana diamonds yet. But as I said, I'm going to actually need 4 of these. What have I got? Pearls. Alright, so I do not have the material I need for 4. Let's just get what I can for 3. And you'll watch this thing get absolutely decimated, and I'll need it to fill back up again. So if I click here, we've got like a bit over half a mana pool. Ooh, let's pop that out of the way. So if I want to do this, I have my magnet turned off. It's 1, 2, 3. You'll see the mana moving over. I don't want to go too close over there because I don't want to pick those items up because it will just waste the mana. It's fairly slow because I've only got the 1 pool and the 1 spark on there, and I don't have any augments on the sparks. To get that, we need to get to Elfheim, and I don't have that ability yet. You see this? There we go. Boop. There is our Terrasteel. And if I pop over here and look in here, we've used basically half a pool of mana. So this will take a few moments to fill back up to get back to where we were. And as I said, potentially I need to grab a few more ender flames and pop them around. So we got some Terrasteel, and we're going to get some things for it. And mana stealing it. Yay! Obviously, one of the next things to do is create the portal to Alfheim, I should call it. And again, we're going to need this stuff so we can move on to making pixie dust and that sort of thing, because we need all of that to get all the way up to the Gaia Spirit. So we're going to need beacon. We're going to need 4 Gaia pylons, which is going to require some pixie dust and elementium. Pixie dust is just mana pearls through an gateway, elven gateway. And elementium should be the same, shouldn't it? Oh, there we go. 2 mana steel gives 1 elementium. So I do need a bunch of material to get up to that point. Yeah, but I'm going to need quite a bit more Terrasteel. I've got 1, everyone. So I'm just going to pop this stuff away for the moment, because I am very much going to need lots more mana. There's probably another couple of ways of doing mana. This is one of the most simple. There are a lot of different flowers, etc., that you could potentially make. Like the Gormoralis here will eat food to make mana. I'm not sure what it takes. It takes some runes and things like that. What else we got? I'm not sure what Shulk Me Not does. So there's a bunch here. The Bellthorn will actually hurt mobs, I believe. And Entropinium will take the power from TNT, from memory. Let's just pick this up. Yeah, so these are the simplest to make. Kekimuris will eat cake. But again, a lot of these need level up. So again, I can make a few more Ender Flames and, populate this out. But I just need to wait and store up some more mana. So yes, so this is partially automated, and we're looking pretty good in that space. What is next? I'm not quite sure off the top of my head. Let me just pop a few things away. All of that is back here, and I'll just pop this away for the moment. All right, if we go back to our book, again, I'm going to wait for some mana to generate before we continue much further. I'm going to claim this one here. This is this Ender Draw thing. Got another spare Ender Draw. That's nice. Let's just tick this box. Void upgrade. Don't mind if I do. Upgrade tiers. Very nice. This one up here, the stack upgrade. And this one. I'll put that in this upgrade I've got running in the thing in the mining dimension. That's what I'm trying to say. Sheesh. This box. Yep, all of them. All of them. All of that. We're getting some bits and pieces here. Yes, I know I can just claim on mass, but not bad. Quite a few items. So furnace and beehives. Nice. I don't need that dank. Chest. Luminous crystal shards. Another ender drawer. And look at all these upgrades. Very nice. Alright. So a few other bits and pieces that we can get. Grid networks, network receivers. Yeah, very good. Let's grab them. Another refined storage item. Hostile neural networks. Yes, we do have Yeti predictions now. We have deer predictions. And kobold. Very nice. Productive trees is a weird one. I picked up a sapling out of a chest. End up like productive trees. I don't know what. Oh, I don't know why I pinned that. I'm not sure what to do with this one. It's just a lot of trees. I don't see me making many of them. Back in mechanism, ultimate tier up installer thing. Yes, we've done that now. So while we're waiting, we're only a couple of minutes in. I'm going to let this thing build up, and what we might do is just jump back and do a little bit more mechanism, because we need to push forward to making some bigger and better things. So if we pop down here, you can see now that I've got ultimate factories for a lot of these, and they're just running their way through. This is still backlogged, and I've actually got it outputting to both this smeltery and this one to help with what was happening here. So we're pretty good. So a bunch of dirty tin dust there, just nowhere to store it on this side. And this is fairly slow and steady. Alright, so let's put these couple of items we just got away. Some of them, very good. Okay, so, mechanism. The next few items we need to get is chemical injection chambers, chemical infusers, etc. Because we need thermal evaporation plants and a few other bits and pieces to get to this advanced mechanism stuff, because we need a lot of things here to get to where we need for our our star. So there's a few items. Let's just see here somewhere. Get exactly where it is. There is a mechanism piece. Quite a few pieces. Oh, this thing, the gravitational modulating unit needs antimatter and induction providers. So quite a few things to get to that. The other piece, though, what was I looking at the other day? Yeah, antimatter's needed all over the joint. So fun. All right, so I'd like to get a few more of these items done. Let's just have a real quick look here. I think I queued a lot of them up here, ready to go. So we're going for the gravitational modulating unit. These are still some bits and pieces left over. I need chemical crystallizers. This needs fluorite, apparently. So let's follow through mechanism. So let's make, turns 3 raw ore into 8 ore shards. Okay. Make another few items here. The chemical injection chamber. I don't need to duplicate. This is the thing. I don't need to go to 4 times, 5 times, whatever the tier 3 ore processing is. I've got plenty of ore. I think I'm okay. But I do need to get to the brine, etc. So I'm going to make this just so I can unlock these other quests. So this is just a chemical injection plant. I'm going to need a purification chamber, which needs an enrichment chamber, which needs a bunch of stuff. So let's do this. Crystallizer? No, it is at mechanism. You know what would be smarter? Sure, you're all sitting there going, lens, click this button, do this. Well, I hope you're sitting there doing that, because then, you'd be playing along at home. But let's just, can I do this and then push A on that? And I want one of these. Cool. Can I have one of these? Can I make that? Okay, I need one of these. Awesome. Let's make that. Enrichment chamber. Purification chamber. Waiting for those items to craft. I've upgraded a few of these guys too. Come on, almost there. Alright, so there's the purification chamber, and now one more up to this chemical injection chamber. Cool. Doing its thing. We've probably got bits and pieces processing through here. I wouldn't mind upgrading these a bit further too. These just have basic, excuse me, basics in them. Alright, installer. I need that. And advance. Let's just get a couple of them. I'm going to put on there. Nice. I don't know if this guy will keep up now. It doesn't run that hard, but obviously putting a few more items in here is going to be an issue. I do want to put some uranium through here though. Can you please do that? Cool. Because we've got a lot of aluminium, and I don't need that much aluminium processing through here. I would like some of the other materials, maybe some gold and some iron. Oh gosh. Alright, let's look for this guy. Alright, so this is the chemical injection chamber. We can pop this open. We're going to claim a couple of items. And then it wants thermal evaporation units. So we're going to need thermal evaporation controller, which requires some thermal evaporation blocks, which is steel and copper. I kind of want to go upstairs. And go, I want the thermal stuff, so one of them. Let's make this. Cool. And then I'm going to want, and you take that. And if I want one of these, and I control click it, oh no, that's going to give me, I don't need more than one of these. I have one of them. So what are we going to need? We're going to need, what does the quest want? One of them, 37 thermal evaporation blocks and 2 thermal evaporation valves. So one of these guys, 37 of these, and then what's the other bit? That one? Nope, that's a superheating element. I think that all the thermal evaporation stuff would be like next to each other. It's not. Alright, cool. Oh my gosh. More evaporation. Yep. Alright. One of these guys, controller. What did it say? One of them. And then 2 of the valves, right? Cool. Put that away. Put that away. And then the next thing it wants is the heaters, obviously, because we're going to pump in water and start collecting brine, which can be pumped into an electrolytic separator to extract chlorine from the gas. Cool. So I need a pump. 4x3x4. You know what? Do I have water in here? Yes. Do I have an exporter? I have an exporter. Oop. Okay, can I have an exporter? One of them. And can you do me a stack upgrade? Might be enough. Otherwise, let's just get some speed upgrades as well. So I'm going to need to pop this guy in somewhere. It doesn't matter where. And I wouldn't mind... Oh, there's my crafting upgrades. I wouldn't mind... Grab one of them. Put one in my bag, don't I? Oh, I'll take the importer. Oh, did I not get the exporter? Where's the exporter? Alright, so ideally what I want to do is put water in. And then I also need the heater, right? Sure. I need either a resistive heater or a fuel wood heater. Resistive sounds like what I need. Okay, let's make one of them. You can have that. Resistive. Cool. Need an energy tablet. Yeah, we can make one of them. One resistive heater. Not sure if that's enough. We'll find out. Alright, so mechanism is down here. I reckon above where we spawn withers is a good idea. I've got some cables and stuff here, which is good. Okay. So we need to pop one of these guys in. I'm pretty sure it's an open top too. Let's just go up one more level. Probably don't want to. Probably break into something I don't need to. So I put valves. And again, oh, and then I'm going to put the controller here. I'm pretty sure it needs to be open at the top. No, 4 by 3 by 4. That's where I dirt. Let me do this properly. I wonder if. Oh, I suppose I don't want to break. Yeah, no, let's do it. Go back one more. Okay, try this again. Put the other one of the valves here. Don't know if I can do both on one side. We'll find out in a second. 4. These two. And roll up. Cool. Alright. Pretty sure from memory, as long as I have a resistive heater, oh, look at that. See, this is what I meant. This is why I wanted to build it. Oh, I should have gone back in one more. That's fine. It's just, I won't come back here real often. Let's work on putting exporter, fluid, water. I have a bucket of waters. Oh, really? Can I not do that? Interesting. Fine, bucket of water, everyone. Alright, export water, and then let's import fluids. Tables. Okay, so we should be getting water in. Water's going in. This one should only extract brine, I think. I'll do this. I wish I could drag and drop. Might just need to wait for it to actually fill up a touch. So to speed it up, we should be able to put the heater on it. That's what I was going to do here, wasn't I? A stack upgrade. There's a lot of water. Production is 0. Alright, let's see if we can get this little heater guy going. So it had power from in my inventory. Does it need to be on a port as well? Give it 1 second. Okay, so this uses power. Does it have an output? Does it look like it has an output, and it looks like we need some sort of heat pipe, potentially another valve. Alright, where's my mechanism book? Alright, let me just claim a couple of things, and looking at the time, it's about wrap up point. Let's just claim this. We've got thermal evaporation valve. We've got a spare one. I'll just pop around wherever. I mean, ideally, it's fine. If I take this out of here and put the valve here and then pop that on there, you are getting heat now. Okay. So I just need to rotate this guy around. Don't know if this will work. It does. That is outputting, running out of power very quick, but are we still going up? Don't know if it needs to be a particular way. Anyway. So I just need a plug, or a point, I should say. Hello? It's going up, and we are using 40 forge energy a tick. Okay, we're getting heat. Cool. Doing its thing. And we're getting brine. So what I can do now is just grab a bucket real quick. That away, let's grab a bucket. Nice. Can I grab some brine, please? And then on this guy, we're going to import brine. Cool. And then if we go back up here, I do need some more fluid, to be honest. I don't know where the brine went. It went somewhere. Okay. So I do need some more fluid storage, so I'll look into making some more fluid storage. But that's our next episode thing, so looking at the wrapping up point, thank you all for watching. I'm going to make a bunch more mana down there. I'm going to make some more Terrasteel, get some seeds crafted and in the farm downstairs. And I'm going to continue working towards this, this next piece of mechanisms so we can get up to having some nasty stuff, some polonium and all sorts of things, but generating power at the same time. That will not be put in this base because those things are nasty, and if they blow up big. So I've either got to work out a way of containing it, or I will place it elsewhere with a chunk loader on it, which again isn't ideal. Things can go bang. Cool. Anyway, until next time, thank you all for watching. Comments are down below. hope you enjoyed the episode. Leave those suggestions down there. And, I know there's a few of you out there that watch that know a lot about Mechanism, and you've even tried to help me a few times, and I tend to end up putting holes in worlds and stuff with Mechanism. But we'll get there. We do need some items. We do need to get to a point where we have what is required to make this thing here, the gravitational modulating unit. For that, we're going to need antimatter, which needs chemical crystallizer from a chemical. Oh, no, the other one. This one here. So the supercritical phase shifter. We're going to need to make an SPS and put some polonium in it, and that comes from nuclear waste, which comes from nuclear reactors with fissile fuel. So we do need to get all the way from fissile fuel, again, which is uranium hexafluoride, it's hydrofluoric acid, and uranium oxide. Let's get some of this stuff, which is just yellow cake uranium, apparently. Making uranium oxide. Yellow cake is enriching uranium. So, rabbit hole and a half. We do need it to get to the next step. So, again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in that next video. Bye, everyone.